Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about culture media. So what is culture medium? It is any solid or liquid material which supports the growth of microorganisms. So as we know, what are the microorganisms? That is bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa and viruses. So as we human being need food to grow, so likewise even microorganisms they need food to grow, so that we can identify what is the so that we can identify what are the organisms present, and we can grow the microorganisms and we can get the benefit out of it. So for what is culture medium? It is a any solid or liquid material which supports the growth of microorganisms. So here it is written as the food material or substances required for growing microorganisms in vitro. That is in vitro. That is, it means it in lab. It is called as culture medium. So bacteria occur as mixed populations. By appropriate procedures, they have to be grown, separated, isolated on culture media as pure cultures for study. So bacteria, it is there are so many bacteria present. So it is in mixed populations. So we have to identify, we have to isolate the specific bacteria which we need in pure culture. Pure culture is nothing but the culture which having only one organism, only one bacteria. Like example, staphylococcus aureus, it is a bacteria. So we have to have only one bacteria in that culture. It is called as pure culture. So what are the uses of culture medium? It is important to grow microorganisms outside the body for the following purposes. So it is to identify the cause of infection from the clinical sample so that proper treatment can be given. So if somebody is infected by any disease, like any fungal infection or bacterial infection, we have to get the sample from the infected person, and we have to inoculate it into the culture media, and the organism will grow in the form of colonies. So colonies, it will be like small round droplets. It will look like a droplets. So there are different types of colonies, there are different colors. So bacteria, some bacteria produces pigments. So based on the color also we can identify, based on the structure, based on the morphology of the colony, we can identify which bacteria it is. So to identify the course of infection from the clinical sample so that proper treatment can be given. So for that particular infection we can give the proper antibiotics. And to study the characteristics or properties of microorganisms. To study the characteristics and the properties of microorganisms, we need to uh, culture the bacteria to prepare biological products like vaccines, antigens. So we can also produce vaccines, antigens from the culture. So composition of culture media. So it has water, energy source, carbon source, nitrogen source, mineral salts and special growth factors. So it has water, energy source, carbon source, nitrogen source, mineral salts and special growth factors. So usually the culture medium, it is composed of beef extract, peptone, yeast extract, agar and distilled water. So this is the composition of the culture media: beef extract, peptone, yeast extract, agar and distilled water. So what is agar? Agar is the main ingredient. So agar is nothing but it is a jelly-like substances obtained from red algae. So it is a jelly-like substance which is we got it from a red algae. It is a product of microorganisms. So which is used for growing, which is used for culturing the bacteria. So there are different types of culture media. So we have solid medium, semi-solid medium and liquid medium. So based on their consistency, the culture media, it is classified into following three types. So it is liquid medium, semi-solid medium, and liquid medium, liquid solid medium, semi-solid, and liquid medium. So nutrient agar, it is an example for solid medium. So what is nutrient agar? It is a uh, culture media which can be, it is very helpful to grow different or get different types of, it's a basic medium. Nutrient agar is the basic medium. So based on their consistency, and the culture media are classified into following three types, it is some solid medium, semi solid medium, and liquid medium. Based on their composition, the culture medium is classified into different types, like simple medium, complex medium, synthetic or defined medium, and special media. Based on their composition or based on the ingredients, it is again divided into simple medium, complex medium, synthetic or defined medium, and special medium. Special media is further divided into different types, like enriched media, selective media, differential media, transport media, and anaerobic media. So let's talk about what is solid medium. So solid medium, it is nothing but, before going into solid medium, we will talk about liquid media. So liquid medium, it is nothing but, it is referred as broth. So liquid, it is, as the name suggests, it is in liquid culture. So broth, we call it as broth, it is a liquid culture medium. Broth is a liquid culture medium. It is the medium, this medium is composed of beef extract, peptone, sodium chloride, water. Except agar, it has beef extract, peptone, sodium chloride, and water. So if you add agar in this liquid medium, that is in to the broth, it becomes nutrient agar. So here it is liquid medium, it is deferred as liquid culture medium or broth. It can it contains beef extract, peptone, sodium chloride, and water. It doesn't have agar. So bacteria grow uniformly, producing general turbidity. Turbidity is nothing but it will be like some kind of dullness. So it will not be like clear broth. You'll have some kind of dirtiness. So it is called as, it looks like that. So it is turbidity. So we have to, I will show you how the broth looks like. I will send you the animation video. So for liquid medium, example is nutrient broth. The solid medium, it is agar, it is the solid medium, it is solid in consistency. So it is solid. Liquid medium is liquid, solid medium is solid in consistency. It is also called as agar medium. It is prepared by adding large amount of agar, that is 15 grams is added. Like it is, composition is beef extract, peptone, sodium chloride, agar, and water. So it is used for colony characterization, colony identification, isolation of bacterial cells, and demonstration of antibiotic sensitivity. So agar, it is now universally used to prepare solid media. It is used as a solidifying agent. So it gets solidified. The liquid medium, that is nutrient broth, when you add agar, so it gets solidified. So it is used as a solidifying agent on solid media. Bacteria have distinct colony morphology and exhibit many other characteristic features such as pigmentation or hemolysis, making identification easy. So what is agar? It is prepared from seaweeds of red algae. It is not affected by the growth of the other bacteria. It melts at 98 degrees Celsius and sets at 42 degrees Celsius. Its chief constituent is a long chain polysaccharide. So semi-solid medium, it is soft and it is useful in demonstrating bacterial motility and separating motile from non-motile strains. So let's talk about different media. Simple media, example is nutrient broth, nutrient agar. It consists of peptone, meat extract, sodium chloride, and water. Nutrient agar, made by adding 2% agar to nutrient broth, is the simplest and most common medium in routine diagnostic laboratories. So complex medium, It has ingredients that provide special nutrients for the growth of bacteria such as blood agar. So, complex medium, it contains sources for energy, vitamins, nitrogen, and carbon. It is composed of sugar, yeast, beef extract, vitamins, salts, peptones, and it is used for the culture of wide variety of organisms. So, complex medium example is blood agar, agar medium, or broth. Next is synthetic or defined media. This medium, it is synthesized by adding inorganic and organic compounds in definite proportions. So, synthetic media, it is synthesized by adding inorganic and organic compounds in definite proportions. So, chemical composition of this medium is well known, and the broth is the synthetic medium. So, it is prepared from pure chemical substances, that is organic and inorganic compounds, and the exact composition of the medium is well known. So, simple peptone water medium, 1% peptone with 0.5% NaCl, the sodium chloride in water, may be considered as defined medium, that is broth. Next is special media, it is enriched medium. So, what is enriched medium? So, enriched medium substances like blood, serum, egg are added to the simple medium. It is an enriched medium. It is used to grow bacteria that are exacting in their nutritional needs. So, bacteria which needs blood, so that is blood. We have to only that bacteria grows in the enriched medium. That is blood agar and chocolate agar. So, it is very nutritionally rich supplements is added in the enriched medium, such as blood, chocolate, yeast extract, and vitamins. Example is blood agar and chocolate agar. It supports the growth of wide variety of microorganisms. That is enriched medium. Next is selective media. So, selective media, the inhibitory substance is added to a solid media to inhibit the contaminating bacteria such as antibiotics, dyes, chemicals, alteration of pH. So, examples of selective media are Thayer-Martin medium and Lowenstein-Jensen medium. So, selective media. So, in the selective media, there are what they do is it is a culture medium which allows the growth of particular bacteria. So, other bacteria cannot grow. So, it allows only the growth of particular bacteria, and the other bacteria cannot grow in the selective medium. It selects a particular bacterium from a mixture, and it is suitable for the growth of specific organisms. So, example is Thayer-Martin medium and Lowenstein-Jensen medium. So, Thayer-Martin medium, it is selective for Neisseria gonorrhea. So, only this Neisseria gonorrhea will grow only in Thayer-Martin medium. It usually contains the following combination of antibiotics such as vancomycin, colistin, nystatin, and trimethoprim. These antimicrobials will inhibit the growth of other organisms, and it will allow the growth of only Neisseria gonorrhea. Lowenstein-Jensen medium, it is a solid medium used for Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So, it contains penicillin, nalidixic acid, and malachite green, which inhibits the growth of gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, and it allows the growth of Mycobacterium tuberculosis only. Next is differential media. It is designed in such a way that different bacteria can be recognized on the basis of their colony color. So, differential medium, it is like dyes and metabolic states are incorporated so that those bacteria that utilize them appear as different colored colonies like McConkey agar and TCBS agar. So, differential medium allows the growth of different kinds of organisms in different ways. It allows certain microorganisms to produce distinct colonies. The different organisms appear differently. So, blood agar is the most commonly used differential medium. It contains different components like beef extract, tryptose, sodium chloride agar, distilled water. So, if the mixture of the bacteria is inoculated into this medium, only the hemolytic and non-hemolytic bacteria can be identified. So, hemolytic bacteria, like when RBCs are completely lysed, a clear area surrounds such hemolytic colony. So partial hemolysis yields it's a zone. So no change occurs in the medium where there is non-hemolytic bacteria. By this way, we can identify two different types of colonies, two different types of bacteria by different types of colonies produced. So McConkey agar, it is mainly used to differentiate between various gram-negative rod-shaped organisms. It also used to inhibit the growth of gram-positive organisms. Several well-known pathogens are unable to ferment lactose, like Shigella and Salmonella. Bacterial colonies that can ferment lactose turn the medium pink due to the acidic environment created by the fermentation. Organisms that do not ferment lactose do not cause a color change. So thiosulfate citrate bile salt sucrose agar, that is TCBS agar, it is highly selective for the isolation of Vibrio cholerae and Vibrio parahemolyticus. So we can differential medium. We can identify two different bacteria. Like we can differentiate gram-positive organisms and gram-negative organism, or Vibrio cholerae like TCBS agar. We can differentiate between Vibrio cholerae and Vibrio parahemolyticus. So we can also differentiate Shigella and Salmonella species by the fermentation process which occurs. And next you have transport media. This media is used for transporting the samples. Like delicate organisms, they may not survive the time taken for transporting the specimen without a transport media. So transport medium is used for the temporary storage of specimens while they are being transported to the laboratory for examination. So this medium, it is maintains the viability of all organisms. So it doesn't alter the concentrations. So transport media, it contains like buffers and salts, and it also has carbon, nitrogen and organic growth factors. It is not present, so it is absent. So it is used for the isolation of anaerobic bacteria. So example is Schwartz medium. It is a non-nutrient soft layer gel containing a reducing agent to prevent oxidation and charcoal to neutralize certain bacterial inhibitors for gonococci and buffered glycerol saline for enteric bacilli. So anaerobic media, it is used to grow anaerobic organisms. Example is Robertson's cooked meat medium and thioglycolate broth medium. So the bacteria which can grow without the oxygen, it is called as anaerobic organisms. So aerobic bacteria grows only with the oxygen present, anaerobic without oxygen. So Robertson's cooked meat media and thioglycolate broth medium is an example for anaerobic media. So this is the culture media. So what is culture medium? It is a uh, food material. For the food material or substances required for growing microorganism in vitro is called as culture medium, or any solid or liquid material that supports the growth of microorganism is called as culture medium. The composition is beef extract, peptone, yeast extract, agar and distilled water. So this is the composition of uh, culture medium. So what are the uses of culture medium? It is used to grow microorganisms, and it is used to identify the infections from the clinical sample, to study the characteristics or properties of the microorganisms, to produce biological products. It is used. And you have types of culture media. You have, based on their um, consistency, the culture media, it is classified into three types: liquid medium, or it is also called as broth; semi-solid medium; and solid medium, it is also called as nutrient agar. And based on the composition, it is again classified into simple medium, complex medium, synthetic or refined medium, and special media. Based on the uses, it is again classified into enriched media, selective media, differential media, transport media, and anaerobic media. So solid media, it is added, agar is added. It is obtained from seaweeds of red algae. It is its chief constituent is a long chain polysaccharide. Semi-solid media, it is useful in demonstrating bacterial motility and separating motile from non-motile strains. So it is used to study the bacterial motility. And next is you have liquid medium. It is referred as, it is also called as broth. So the composition of broth is beef extract, peptone, sodium chloride and water. It is used to study the growth rate and sedimentation rate of bacterial cells. Here by the turbidity we can identify the presence of bacteria. Simple media, it is nutrient broth and nutrient agar, example. And complex media, it is blood agar, example. Synthetic or defined medium, it is prepared from pure chemical substances and the exact composition of the medium is well known. So it is synthesized by adding organic and inorganic compounds in definite proportions. So the exact chemical composition of this medium is well known, and the example broth is the synthetic medium. Special media like enriched media, example is blood agar and chocolate agar. And bloods like substances like blood, serum, egg are added to the simple medium. It becomes an enriched medium. And next is enriched medium, and next is selective media. So inhibitory substances is added to a solid media to inhibit the contaminating bacteria such as antibiotics, dyes, chemicals. So examples of selective media are Thayer-Martin medium and Lowenstein-Jensen medium. So selective media like Thayer-Martin medium and Lowenstein-Jensen medium. So what is selective media? It allows the growth of particular variety of bacteria and other bacteria cannot grow. So it selects a particular bacterium from a mixture and it is suitable for the growth of specific organism. So it contains certain chemicals which what happens is it suppresses or kills the unwanted type of microorganisms, and it allows only the specific bacteria to grow in the medium. Differential medium, it is designed in such a way that different bacteria can be recognized on the basis of their colony color. Differential medium, it allows the growth of different kinds of organisms in different ways, and it allows certain microorganisms to produce distinct colonies so that we can differentiate two different organisms like gram positive and gram negative, Shigella and Salmonella, and Vibrio cholerae and Vibrio parahemolyticus. Transport media, but is used for transporting the samples. It is used for the temporary storage of specimens while they are being transported to the laboratory for examination. It is known as transport media. Example is Schwartz medium. And you have anaerobic media. It is is used to grow only the anaerobic organisms. Example is Robertson's cooked meat medium and thioglycolate broth medium. So this is the culture medium. It is also a very important question for your exams. Thank you for listening.